Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we are currently in the process of renovating one of our cottages on the property, so friends and family can have a private place to stay and not bother us with silly requests like food or water. We discovered the cottage beams were sagging, eaten by woodworm, leaving them basically useless. So we went to a local sawmill and had 3 new oak beams made. What's the plan here?
They're going to go in there, which is going to be a big undertaking.
We're not doing it by ourselves.
No, we're going to have help.
We don't have the equipment.
If we had 20 people, we couldn't lift this.
Yeah, so these are approximately, what?
And I ordered them long just so we could figure out the exact size when we're putting them in. I also asked him to make them rustic if he could. We'll let the bark peel off and you can see.
Yeah, we're not going to leave the bark on.
So there'll be several places where there are edges like this.
Yeah, see, I think that's nice. Doesn't look like so...
Perfect. When you've got a wall this thick, usually you're going to go like halfway. So that would be this.
Right. So we're going to put them in as basically as far as they can go without protruding from the exterior, front or back.
Right.
Oh boy, this is going to be really interesting.
The beams we're removing are about a foot above the arches there. So the new beams are going to have to go in through the wall. The beams are longer than the inside of the cottage. Each wall is about this thick. So the beams stick in. They were put in when the cottage was being built, so you can't get them in or out. You have to cut them. So the only way is open the hole up that the end of the beam is sitting in.
So we need to remove stone from the exterior.
Right, so it comes all the way to the front, and then we can slide the beam through. Yeah, it'll be slow going, but we'll get it done.
So these buildings have the beams on the exterior showing.
Same as the barn.
Yeah, the barn is built, and the barn floor seems fine, right? Look at this.
They don't stick out of the other wall. They were put in and...
But I wonder why the cottage doesn't have it. It was rebuilt, I think.
The cottage is newer than these buildings. These all seem to be the same construction. Mm-hmm. And that's definitely different.
Yeah, it is. These are much, much older. These are much prettier too. I love these buildings. So we have the 3 beams, and we've ordered the cross beams from the sawmill with the wood.
We brought 4 fir logs up there. And he's going to cut them for us to that size, which is basically 4 inches square.
Yeah, so that's great. That saved us a ton of money. And the beams themselves, I was kind of surprised at the price. We paid, how much for 3 of these beams?
It was
oak beams.
880 euros.
880 euros.
I was expecting them to be more than that. About 8 by 10
8 by 10.
cross section.
Yeah.
8 inches by 10 inches.
Yeah, let us know in the comments how much we would be paying for this in the US. Maybe it's similar. I don't know. We've never purchased
We're new at this.
big beams like this for a project before. So this is, this is new territory for us, but this is exciting. So it's going to be back to work time. Summer is such a great time to enjoy our property, but we've never really had many places to hang out. And since we're only getting busier, we thought it was time to start yet another project. I know, sounds crazy. We're just going to be tweaking spaces to make them more comfortable. We want to be able to enjoy ourselves and relax like waffle. First up, the front of the chateau. We originally created this area for dining, but have found sometimes it's just way too windy. So we moved the table here. This is what the area looked like when we moved in. I've tried to make a few improvements. Does it feel slopey? Lincoln just said we're not going to have marbles on here, but no, you're right. Yeah, I think this is great.
Well, if we try to make that level, then it's going to be too high over here.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Make a platform for everything.
Yeah, no, I think this is good.
Yeah.
I think this is much better because you're protected by this building, and we get some pretty fierce winds, and oftentimes it's not fun to sit up there and eat.
Yeah, it's sort of like you're out on the plane.
It really is. So I think this will be much better. Hey, guava. Then I need to clear up this mess. My goal is to get this clear and to plant some little ground covers here so we won't have to look at this mess. I've been busy in the walled garden planting vegetables and flowers while Lincoln's been building a small herb garden near the kitchen door. It will be much more convenient for me to grab what I need while I'm cooking. And we'll show you all of these finished spaces and projects next time. So how did it go?
Well, I pretty much figured out where it's going to be now.
Yeah.
See, I was going to put this one closer to there, which was going to cause a problem for a few reasons, but you can see down there, there's a big flat rock that's probably part of what's supporting the wall.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go any lower than that, but then I found the edge of it over here, so I can go lower.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
that means the other end, this corner over here, doesn't have to be propped up in the air, basically.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of...
Because it all slips down that way.
Right. Yeah, this is going to be nice. I mean, this area was always kind of like a...
Junk drawer.
A what?
Junk drawer. We had piles of wood here.
Yeah, we had... Yeah, that's a good way to put it, junk drawer. It's looking good.
I'm done.
Oh, you're just going to sit and hold it?
I'm the garden furniture.
You're like the garden gnome,
Yeah.
except a live action figure.
Right.
What's your conundrum?
I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the corners.
Also on the list, paint these benches. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have something to say, leave us a comment.